Nobody wins when the family feels.
Against two men accused of killing a witness.
33-year-old Starkeisha Thompson was gunned down in her own driveway back in October. The shooting came just days after she testified in court.
As Nick Monticelli reports, this was what the victim and her family feared.
Good morning. This is a pretty tough case considering the allegations here that this woman, Starkeisha Thompson, was shot and killed in retaliation for testifying at a carjacking case. So now day 2 of a preliminary exam to determine what evidence is there and if there's enough to move this case to the next court.
She was my firstborn. I used to say she wasn't my daughter because she was so pretty.
It was early in October when Starkeisha Thompson's father talked about the unbearable news of his daughter's murder, especially because of the reason she was likely murdered. Starkeisha was the victim of a carjacking and was killed right after she testified in court.
She didn't want to testify because these guys was violent. They carjacked her with a gun.
Today, the 3 allegedly involved in the carjacking and murder will be back in court. Prosecutors believe 23-year-old Jelana Streeter, 26-year-old Kenneth Dixon, and 39-year-old Corey Holmes planned Starkeisha's death after she testified against them in that carjacking case. They are all charged with first-degree murder, conspiracy to commit murder, witness retaliation, and more. The prosecutor said Holmes was the actual shooter who shot Starkeisha in her body and her head. If found guilty, all 3 of them could spend the rest of their lives in prison. This court hearing at the 36th District Court is scheduled for 1:30 this afternoon, and we are told there's some video evidence that's going to be played as well. I'm Nick Monticelli, Local 4 News Today.
Job to make sure somebody go down for this.
Listen, I'm not going to sit there and repeat myself, okay?
Yeah.
I explained to you my position. I'm not going to sit there and say it again.
Yeah, I know that's you though, Ted. You
Well, I'm the one in charge of this case. That's the only person. That's the only thing you need to be worried about right now, okay? There's nobody in this place higher than me, okay? I'm in charge of this case. There's nobody in this department that's going to be able to order me and order me to tell you to charge you with carjacking, okay? I'm going home. I'll be back in the morning. We'll touch base.
My bad for the long intro, family, but I tried to squeeze in just about 5 years in 2 minutes. Now this was a request. We're going to Detroit and Wayne County. Just last month, all 3 people allegedly held responsible were sentenced in the demise of Starkeisha Thompson, who was gunned down in her driveway October 9th, 2018, after testifying in a case in which she was held at gunpoint, robbed for a car. She was only 33 years old. May she rest in peace and love condolences to her family. During the trial, Kenneth Dixon, the guy found in the middle, gave the address to Corey Holmes, the guy on the right. Prosecutors say Holmes shot Thompson 12 times in her driveway, just 6 days after she testified against Dixon. Holmes was convicted by Wayne County jury in June for first-degree M1, conspiracy to commit first-degree M1, and witness retaliation. He was sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole. And just so you guys on track, Holmes is once again the guy on the right. He wasn't arrested at first. The guy who was arrested at first, Kenneth Dixon. Now, Kenneth Dixon is also the interrogation you guys will later see in this video, which is part 1. Part 2 will come within 24 hours. He was the only one arrested at first in 2018. He was arrested for robbing Thompson at gunpoint for her car. Kenneth Dixon is only 26 years old. Josh Streeter gave her testimony on December 11th after a reduced sentence agreement was reached with prosecutors. According to the agreement, Streeter could be sentenced to 11 to 25 years in prison. She was questioned about the clips from phone calls had been recorded. So now, we got all that out the way, family, in 4 minutes. Check out part 1 of the interrogation. It was actually 2 clips, because it seemed he didn't get it together. He sent them to a cell and have them come back. Check it out.
Have a seat in that first. Oh, have a seat right here, boss. Thank you. Sit in that first chair. Please. Thank you. All right. You are Mr. Kenneth Carl Dixon?
Yes, sir.
All right. I'm Deputy Chief Stager. I'm in charge of this detective bureau, and I'm going to be handling this case. Okay. I'm going to, I read all the reports, looked at all the videos. I talked to witnesses. Blah 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 blah. I watched. More importantly, I watched surveillance footage from the gas station, and now I'm just trying to figure out what's
Hey, look, man.
Hold on. You gotta hear me out. I'm not done talking.
All right.
I gotta figure out what the best resolution for everybody to include yourself is in all this, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Been alive, so, we do everything by the book here. So with that, before we even talk about anything, I want to advise you your Miranda rights, okay? What's your education level?
I got my GED.
Okay, what's the highest grade in high school that you completed prior to your GED?
11.
11th. Well, 11th or 10th?
Yeah.
11th or 10th?
10.
Okay, what school?
Disney High School. Hey, can I ask you a question?
Let me get through this, okay? There's going to be a point in time where I'm going to let you ask any questions that you want to ask me, and I'll try to answer them as best as possible. Okay? But we have a process we have to do here, okay? You know that, okay? I have to get through this process before we even start talking about anything. You know me? You can read and write, okay?
Yep.
All right. You have the right to remain silent. You do not have to answer any question or make any statements. Any statement you make or anything you say can be used against you in court of law. You have the right to have an attorney present before and during the time you answer my question or make any statements. If you cannot afford an attorney, will be appointed for you by the court at no cost to you. You can decide at any time to exercise your rights to not answer my question or make any statements. You understand your rights, Mr. Dixon?
Yes, sir.
All right. Your first name's Kenneth?
Yes, sir.
All right. My first name's Ted. Can I call you Kenneth?
Yep.
Did you go by Ken? Kenneth what?
Yeah, Ken.
Ken? All right. My first name's Ted. Just call me Ted, okay? Let's keep it simple. As you sit there, Cherry, now, Ken, are you under the influence of any drugs or alcohol?
No, sir.
Do you take any medication prescribed by a doctor that you need that you don't currently have?
No, sir.
All right, cool. Do me a favor, Ken, before we figure this all out. Read through those 1 through 5. You don't have to read them out loud. As you go through and put your initials on each one of the 5 lines, that's exactly what I just read to you, okay? That indicates that I read them to you, you read them to yourself, sir, and most importantly, you understand them, okay?
Yep.
That's cool. Yep, where it says signature and right by your name, you're indicating there that you are the one who initialed those. Put the date, 09/08/18, 09/08/18. And the time right now, Ken, is 7:16 p.m. Thanks. All right. What I am going to do, you see all these lines? You know, typically, this is kind of an antiquated form. We used to write down questions, write down answers, and now with technology, I don't have to do any of that crap because it's good, because I'm lazy and my handwriting sucks anyway. So what I'm going to write is that this is being audio videotaped, which it is, okay?
But if y'all got like the footage and all that, then y'all should know it wasn't me then.
Yeah, what a lot of people don't know is that every one of our gas stations in the city of Hartford, which we don't have a lot, they're all green light facilities. We don't advertise at those, so there's camera angles everywhere. So the best camera angle is that we have the one from the sign of the at the corner of Vernier in North Harper, pointing directly at the car when you ran up to the car. So at one point you have your mask, but you pull your mask down, so I've got your face perfectly.
So you saying me, but it wasn't me.
Okay, well, if it wasn't you, then who was it?
What you mean? You saying if you saw the face, you said they pulled it.
I'm listening to you. You said if it wasn't you, then who was it?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't know, but you telling me that if somebody pulled their mask down, then you saw their face, right?
If it wasn't you, then who was it?
I don't know. They come in and grab me. I don't know who.
Well, here's the problem, okay? All right. And again, I'm not trying to make a murder mystery out of something that is, okay? All right.
But if you just said y'all got it,
you're talking too much, man.
All right.
You're talking too much. Okay, you've had a day to think about this, and you know, I'm trying to figure out what's going to happen here, what's best for everybody, to include you. Okay. You know, I believe that, you know, good people make mistakes. Okay. I don't know you from Adam. You don't know me from Adam. I'm willing to give you the benefit of doubt, and you know, and wrap this up to a mistake. You know, nobody got hurt, which is the most important thing. Okay. Somebody could have gotten hurt seriously, but they did. Okay. You know, do you believe in second chances?
Yeah, but
okay. I'm asking questions. Do you believe in second chances?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you agree with me that people make mistakes?
I do.
Okay. And I'm just trying to tell you where I'm at. Okay. You know, in my opinion, people who deserve second chances are the ones who, you know, who accept accountability and responsibility for making some mistakes.
Exactly.
Okay? You know, but it's a two-way street.
Right.
Okay? Because, I mean, let's take the whole gas station thing out of it, okay? Let's talk about when you're at the car, when the police roll up and you run from them.
Yeah.
Okay, tell me about that.
Okay. I'm walking up Ross, you know what I'm saying? To be honest, going to buy some weed. Going on the Ross. The dude is right here as I'm going past, I don't know the side street, but I'm going, he like, hey man, can I use your phone? Let him use the phone. He talking to somebody on the phone.
You let him use your phone?
Yeah, let him use the phone. He talking to somebody, he in and out his car though. He grabbing stuff, putting it in it. At first I didn't want to give it to him. I'm like, all right, everybody about to take your phone, this is my house, everything, whoop. He putting stuff out his car. So we get to talking to somebody, calling somebody. Next thing you know, I turn like this, I see a car just pull up, hey. I didn't even run, I just moved over like this. There was a box right here, I moved and I just got down, I looked, and the dude took off. He took off on my phone, and he ran. And I looked, I just walked off the porch, just like that.
But you ran from the police. Because as soon as I watched all the videos, as soon as the car that pulled up, okay, they had their light, they had the police lights on.
I'm telling you, I didn't run. I turned to the you could, if you see the camera footage, you will see. I turned right.
You were hiding under a tent, man.
No, that's I'm not even into that part there. I'm talking about the beginning.
Okay.
So I get to the porch, like I told you, he was moving boxes or something out of his car.
Who's he?
I don't know the guy.
Okay.
He's moving. I just know he's about this tall, dark guy, very dark. Seemed like he was older. As I go, I see, like, I only was there probably like 2 minutes, maybe 3.
Mm-hmm.
Let him get the phone. After that, I just see like a car pull up. They like, hey! And I just move like this, and I just get down, trying to see what's going on.
Okay.
He took off right through the alley part.
Okay.
After that, I hear like footsteps. I stand up like this. I don't see nothing. I just walk down the porch like this.
You just walked away?
I just walked away. If you saw the footage, you'll see I just walked away.
Okay.
I walked away. It's a side street right there, I believe. Here, something. I walked down that street. So I'm getting to looking around. I'm just looking around. Another police car comes. They go right past me. Like a truck car. I'm looking. I'm like, what the hell is going on? So I see the dude. I see the dude running like this. He like the guy that had my phone.
What is the guy? Okay, the guy who had the phone?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's running. And I see some people like, there he is, officer. There he is. And he went like this way. So I'm looking. As I'm looking, I get to walking like this. And as I'm walking, I see a light flash, and I see like people in the driveway. And then the dude pointed a gun like, don't move, or I'm going to shoot you. So I'm like, I didn't do nothing. And I get to running. And that's when I ran. Jumped the gate, and I hit him.
But I watched the video of when the cop car pulled up to the Charger, and you were at the back of the Charger, clear as day, it's you, and you took off running right from the car.
No,
That's what I watched.
I turned around.
You ran from the car, man. You ran from the car.
Oh, see, I'm telling you.
What's the number of the phone that you let this guy use?
313. I had just got the phone.
Well, I'm asking you, I don't care if you just got the phone.
I don't remember the number by her. I know it's 932 something.
932 something?
Yeah. But, so, can I ask you this though? Did they ever tell you that it was another guy?
There wasn't another guy.
You said it wasn't?
No.
So you didn't ask none of the witnesses? It was witnesses out there, man. I'm in all white, officer.
Okay.
I'm in all white.
I get that.
It was a guy running. They was chasing the guy that was in the all black.
Is this the phone you just got?
Let me see.
Samsung?
No, sir.
Is this in your phone?
No, sir. That's not my phone.
Okay.
And you can check it for prints or anything. That's not my phone. But listen, Mr. Ted, man, I already know how you probably thinking what it looked like. It was not me. I guarantee you, honestly, you can check the whatever prints y'all got on the car. It was not me. If you look at the video from the guy that I was right in front of, he was shorter than me. I'm like 5'10". That guy is way shorter than me. He had a...
What was he wearing?
It looked like he had on... It was kind of dark. It looked like he had on black. Or reddish or some type of color. And he had short hair. He didn't have dreadlocks. He had short hair. Yeah. Straight up. But it was not me, man. I got dreadlocks. So if you looking at any footage, man... and you telling me you saw dreadlocks?
As did the victim. And the victim came over to the scene after you arrested, after they found you hiding underneath the tent, and they came up and the victim identified you as the person who took the car.
The police stood right there and made me get out the car.
Yeah, it's called a lineup. It's called a show up. Totally illegal. Listen, I mean,
Mr. Ted, I'm honest to God, true. Said, man, I did not carjack nobody, man. How do you think I'm gonna switch my clothes this quick, man?
Simple, happens all the time. And you're wearing the same shoes that are in the video. You didn't switch your shoes. You're wearing the same shoes and that's the key thing that I focused on for the last hour, was zooming in and getting the crisp view of your shoes, which those are the shoes that you're wearing when you did the carjacking.
Come on, Ted, man. Now I feel like Ted, come on, man. Now I know for a fact, man, that you just running game on me, Ted,
I ain't running game on you.
And that's messed up because I know for a fact, man, these shoes is not on no footage because I was not at that gas station. Whatever gas station y'all talking about, I know for a fact, man, that y'all falsely arrested me, man.
Okay.
I was not at no gas station. Right. These shoes, I guarantee if you look at the footage right now, you will not see these shoes because I was not at no gas station, man. Carjacking nobody, man. And that's for sure. I guarantee that y'all do not got my prints on no vehicle because I never touched no vehicle. I never touched that man.
DNA is a lot better than prints now, anyway.
All right, well,
so do you consent for me to get a known sample of DNA from you today?
Yeah.
So we can compare it to the swabs that we took from the steering wheel and then the stolen property from the car?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So there was a box of items that had been moved from the trunk of that car that you were at when the police rolled up and you ran from, that was on the porch. Did you put those items there?
No, sir.
Okay, so your DNA is not going to be on any of those items?
No, sir. I did move it to the side. When I told you, when I hid on the porch, I did push it over. But listen, Ted, man. I know you gotta do your job. Y'all do your.
This ain't personal.
Yeah, it's not personal. I know y'all. This all I'm saying. I know y'all do your little tactics or whatever. But this all I'm telling you, man. Yo, officers, first off, they did some foul stuff by showing these witnesses my face because I know for a fact that I didn't do it. So now they got it planted in their mind that I did it. I got dreadlocks, man.
Yeah, and let me tell you something too, Ken. Is that before we even knew where the car was at, before we even rolled up at you, the lady described you to a T, and she said that the suspect had dreadlocks. She said that before we even came over to where you were at the car. She identified the suspect, saw your face clearly as you're ordering her out of the car, and she saw the dreadlocks. I saw the dreadlocks. I got you on video.
Man, you saw some dreadlocks on footage, and then you did say they pulled the mask down, right?
Yeah.
So you got a clear visual of the face.
Yep.
I know for a fact that's a lie, man.
Well,
come on,
Ted. You have
Ted.
a twin?
No.
Okay.
Come on, Ted. How tall did she say the dude was?
She described you to a T.
Alright, man. That's messed up, man, that y'all really trying to plant this on me like that.
I'm not trying to plant anything on anybody. I mean, the last thing I want to do is falsely accuse and or charge somebody who didn't commit the crime.
But, man, I'm telling
you what, here's what's going to happen, okay? We're going to go... And again, you're what, 26 years old?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I've been doing this job as long as you've been alive. This ain't my first time I've dealt with this shit.
But Ted, man, why would you be lying to me in my face, though,
man? How am I lying to you?
Because for one, you told me that these shoes, I guarantee you, man, these Nike shoes was not in that surveillance, man.
It sure does look like it.
I guarantee you, man.
Okay.
I guarantee you did not see no guy with no dreadlocks robbing nobody, man.
Was there more to this than what we think's going on?
No, what you mean?
Was this kind of master plan insurance job or something? With the car owner or something?
I don't.
If there was, then that might be a good time to tell me that.
I don't know what's going on. I'm just telling you.
If this was a bullshit mock carjacking for some insurance job of the registered owner, it might be a good time to talk about it now.
All I'm telling you, sir, is I don't know that owner. I don't know none of the what's going on. I did not carjack anybody, sir. That's what I'm telling you, Ted. I know for a fact that you don't have my DNA on no steering wheel, on no, none of that, man.
I don't know if I do yet or not, because I don't do the analysis. All I do is I'll get your known sample, and then we'll submit everything to the lab and see where it's at. So you're telling me that your DNA should not be in that steering wheel?
No, sir.
Okay.
And it's not going to be on the doors and none of that, because I never drove the car. Whoever was driving that car, when y'all will get that DNA, and that's not going to be me.
Okay.
And whoever phone that you got, that is not my phone.
Mm-hmm.
So y'all need to go inside that phone and look at it.
Who knows what your phone number is so we can at least verify that?
I had just got the phone. I know it's 932.
Okay, so, I mean, I didn't ask
Is that the phone that's ringing?
That's a phone that we recovered. Who knows who phone?
Yeah, so I want y'all answering and trying to figure out who phone it is. Because it's not mine. And that's another thing I want to say, Ted.
Who in your family has your phone number that I can call to get your phone number?
I told you I had just got the phone.
Right. But your people has your phone number. There's nobody has your phone number.
I had just got that phone, man. And I
Yesterday? You just got the phone yesterday?
No, like the day before.
So who's got you? So who has your phone number?
I would have to ask. I don't know.
Your mom? Your girl? Someone's got your phone number. Thanks, sir. Appreciate it.
Hey, Mr. Ted, can I ask you a question too? Like, you said when you looked at the footage, right? Whoever had a mask on, that they pulled it down, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you get a clear visual of their face.
Looks like you.
Man, I'm telling you, it wasn't me, son. Did you say, when you said they pulled it down, did you say?
I just told you. I'm not going to repeat myself, okay? I saw the person's face. It looks like you. The guy's got dreadlocks. You can see his dreads sticking out of the damn hoodie he's wearing. It looks like you.
It can't be, man.
Okay, well, I mean, put yourself in my shoes, okay? Somebody gets carjacked, okay? There's video. I look at the video. It looks like it's you. 17 minutes later, you're at the trunk of the car. The police roll up. You run from the car, and you have dreadlocks. The victim identifies you as the person who carjacked her. What am I supposed to do with that?
Come on, Ted, man.
Listen to what I just said.
I understand exactly how you look at it, man. But listen to me, Ted. Your officers get me out the car. They take me out the car and show. How can you do that? You can't. How can you do that? You supposed to at least put me in a lineup with other people.
It's called a show up, not a lineup. It's a legal procedure.
That's legal?
Yeah.
How is that legal? Because now you're making a...
You can discuss all this with your attorney, man.
But this, all I'm saying, Ted, y'all got somebody...
I told you twice, it's called a show up and it's legal.
But this what I'm telling you, Ted, man. Y'all wholeheartedly, man, got somebody wrongly incarcerated.
Why'd you run?
I just told you, man.
Why did you... No. See, you're not even telling me this. You ran from the car. I watched you run from the Charger. You're at the trunk of the car when the police roll up. They have their lights on. They get out of the car, they're in full uniform, and they tell you, police, get on the ground. You run. Why do you run if you didn't do anything wrong? Why did you run?
I hid right by that.
You did not hide. Why did you... I'm asking you a question. Why did you run? I watched the video, man.
And I'm telling you what, I was scared. I didn't know what was going on.
Before you told me some bullshit that you didn't run. You just...
I said I was right by the box. I hid.
You were right at the trunk of the car. You weren't by the box. The box was on the porch. You were at the trunk of the car. I watched the video from the police car. You were at the trunk of the car. As soon as the cops get out in full uniform with the lights going on the car, they say something like, police, freeze, get on the ground. You take off running. It's on video. Why would you do that?
Yeah,
why would you do that?
I was right there high behind the box, man.
Why would you run?
If y'all car show the footage, then you would see that.
Why did you run from the police?
I just told you, man. It was another person right there. That's what I'm telling you.
I'm not talking about another person. I'm talking about you.
Because I didn't know what was going on. I was scared.
So the police. So you're at some. None of this makes sense. I asked you a simple question. Why did you run from the police when they pulled up?
I just told you, Ted. I was
scared.
I didn't know what was going on. I just gave.
Well, maybe if you would have stayed there and talked to the police, maybe you would know what's going on.
Look, Ted.
But you ran.
Listen. I gave a dude my phone. Once y'all do the DNA, I'm not even tripping, because once y'all do the DNA, y'all gonna see it's not my DNA.
What if it is?
It's not though. Whoever was driving that car, did the dude that was driving have any gloves on or anything?
What dude?
The dude that carjacked it.
No.
Okay, so his DNA will be on the steering wheel.
We've already talked about that.
All right, I understand. Yeah. So now I understand that's gonna be clear. That's gonna clear me up. All I'm saying is, Ted.
So are you denying carjack? I mean, I'm not going to sit here and spin my wheels all night. All right, because I got work to do.
Okay.
So if you're going to deny, I'm trying to work with you here. If you're going to deny committing the carjacking, then we're done.
Ted, I didn't do it.
Okay, fair enough.
That's all I'm
Okay.
telling you. I didn't do it.
All right.
You're making it a big...
No, I'm not making a big... Where did you come from? Let's start with that. Where did you, if you just so happened to be walking down Maross and some dude asked you to use your phone, which you conveniently don't know the phone number to.
I was on Ross and like Rossiter.
Okay.
Well, Rossiter and Casino.
Yeah.
Yep. I walked to Rossiter.
Where did you come from?
Where did I come from? My friend's house.
Who's your friend?
My girlfriend.
Okay. What's your girlfriend's name and where does she live? See,
She
now
stays-
this
she
is
stays-
now we're gonna follow up on all this. So what's her name? What's her phone number? Where does she live? See, we're gonna verify what you're telling me is true.
She stays on, all I can say is Rossiter. I don't know
On Rossiter or on Maross?
on Rossiter. I said it was like Rossiter and Casino area.
So you're coming from her house.
Yes.
Okay. How did you get there?
I walked.
From where?
What you need from where?
Well, if you got to your girlfriend's house, you had to come there from somewhere else.
Yeah, I just walked.
Well, you live on Alter, which is nowhere near Rossiter and Casino. So how did you get over to your girl's house?
I walked over there.
From
I was in the
from Alter?
No, I was in the neighborhood. I was in the neighborhood.
What's your girl's name?
Well, her name's Tiana.
Tiana?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Tiana what?
But we call her Dee Dee. It's not like a long-term girlfriend. I got a lot of different girls.
Well,
I don't know
this
her.
is your future. This is kind of important shit. So if
Yeah,
you're
but
telling me the truth,
I'm
then this
saying-
is your alibi,
yeah.
then, it'd probably be in your best interest to tell me the
listen,
truth.
Ted, that's really frivolous stuff when it comes to...
No, it's really not.
What really matters is whether I did the carjacking or not. And what I'm telling you, Ted, is I didn't do it.
Okay.
So, you telling... I know for a fact you already told me that you said these shoes back 90s...
Okay, well, let's not switch gears here. Okay, I'm trying to get some information from you to, substantiate your alibi here. Okay, you said you're at Dee Dee's house, who was Tiana at Casino and Rossiter. What is Dee Dee's number?
I don't know her phone
Okay,
number.
what's her real name? Tiana what?
I don't know her name.
Okay,
is
so
Dee
if we
Dee.
get in a car and drive over there now, you'll be able to point her out her house?
I mean, yeah.
Okay, will you point out her house?
No.
Why?
Because I'm not about to involve her in something.
Let me get this straight. You're looking at a life offense here for carjacking. Okay, you're telling me that you didn't do it. You walked in from your girlfriend Tiana's house, who's at Rossiter and Casino. I want to take you over there. I want you to point out the house so I can substantiate your alibi and see if there's any truth to what you're telling me, and you won't cooperate. That doesn't make any sense. That's the stupidest thing I've heard.
It's not about that, Ted.
It's all about that. This is called your alibi. This is a paper trail. This is all about that. So if you're telling me the truth, then there's absolutely no reason why you wouldn't want to be telling me who Tiana was and point out her house. So I can go talk to Tiana and say, hey, did Mr. Dixon, was he over here today? Did he walk from your house today? Doesn't that make sense?
I mean, I understand what you're saying, but...
If you're telling me the truth, wouldn't you want me...
But this is what I'm saying, Ted. And you know what I'm saying, you comprehend just like me. That part really doesn't matter. What really matters is...
See, here's the problem. It may not matter to you, but it matters to me. And I'm the one who is dealing with you.
Yeah,
so
but Ted,
I don't care if it doesn't matter to you or not. It matters to me.
You're trying to railroad me, though.
You're not thinking, man. You're not using your head.
I am.
Listen to what I'm saying. I am trying to substantiate your alibi. How is that railroading you? I am trying to confirm what you're telling me is the truth. Because if you're telling me you walked from Tiana's house at Rossiter and Casino, how is that railroading you? That is substantiating that you're telling me some level of truth.
What I mean when I say railroading is because you done already told me that you seen my face clear as day on camera.
I said I see a person that looks like you. Maybe it's not you.
Now, what I will say is this.
So are you going to point out Tiana's house or not?
No, sir.
Okay. See, that's a red flag. All right. So.
But how can you just assume? Because look, Ted, it's like y'all. I know y'all gonna be all against me.
I'm not all against you. I'm listening.
But
I'm trying to substantiate your alibi, and you're not
But
cooperating.
look, Ted, if you saying that you seen the footage, man, I know for a fact that you didn't see no dude with dreads, because the guy that when I walked up to the car and handed my phone over to the dude, I know for a fact he did not have dreadlocks. I know for a fact he was dark skinned. So if you look at whatever footage y'all got, look at my complexion compared to that dude's complexion.
What did the guy look like? His face?
I told you, he dark skinned. He had hair cut.
Okay.
He didn't have.
Did he have any facial hair?
He looked older, man. He had like.
I didn't ask if he looked older. I asked if he had facial hair.
Yes.
What kind of facial hair?
I mean, he was dark. I didn't see all that, but I know he was like older and he was like short.
So how tall are you? 5'10"?
Yes.
You said, what did he come up to you on?
Let me see. I want. That's what's on. He was about right here.
So I would say
About to my nose.
5'4", 5'5"?
Probably 5'6" at the most. Something. I just know he was real dark and he had a haircut.
How old would you say it was?
He was older. I ain't gonna hold you up to it. He was probably like, look, 40.
Facial hair or no facial hair?
Had facial hair.
What kind of facial hair?
Like he had gray facial hair. Little grays and black like salt and pepper.
Okay.
If I recall right. It was dark.
Sure.
Well, yeah, Tim, I'm not trying to give you no hard time,
No,
but man,
but see, I think you just have a perception of me that I'm trying to railroad you, but in all reality, I'm trying to substantiate an alibi and see if there's any truth to what you're telling me. But the mere fact that you're not even going to cooperate and show me where this piano lives makes me believe you're not telling me the truth.
But Ted, you already feel like I'm guilty. You saying that you saw my face.
You're not listening, man.
I understand.
You're not listening.
I heard you.
No, you're not. We're going in circles here, so it makes no sense. I'm trying to substantiate your alibi. I said it 5 times, okay? You're not willing to cooperate and allow me to try to verify that alibi. That makes 0 sense to me whatsoever if you did not do this. And I tell you what, this videotape is going to the prosecutor who's going to determine what's going to happen to you.
Okay. I know for a fact that it's not me on there.
Okay. Well, here's what I know for a fact, okay? Regardless of what the video does or doesn't show at the gas station, I know for a fact that the victim pointed you out and identified you as the person who carjacked her. And you are the one who's at the back of the car 17 minutes after it got carjacked, and you are the one who was there alone, and you are the one who ran from the police. That's what I know for a fact.
Ted, it was somebody else there, Ted.
Well, unfortunately, the cops who rolled up on you didn't see anybody else. They saw you standing at the back of the car. They're in full uniform. They've got their lights on. They get out of the car. They say, please. They order you to the ground, and you run. That's the fact.
I can't believe the victim straight lied on me.
Yeah.
And I know what it was. It was because your officer showed on me in the car.
Then you know what? Good luck with that defense. Good luck with that defense.
Hey, Ted, can you do me a favor, man? Can you look at the video and look at my face, and while you look at the video?
You don't think I'd have done that, man?
I'm saying, can you look at me right here,
I got your picture, man. I don't need to look at you.
Because it was not me, man.
Okay. Well, if it wasn't you, then who was it?
That's all I'm asking you, Ted, man. Can you just look at the video, man? Can you look at the shoes that you're saying? Can you blow it up so you can see them up close? And can you look at my face, man? I promise you it was not me, Ted, man. Y'all got the wrong guy, man. Straight up, man. I'm being out.
You gave a phone number, 313-808-4280. What number is that?
That's my mama number.
Your mama number? Okay, does mama have, so mama's gonna, what's mama's name?
Miss Payne.
Who?
Miss Payne.
Payne? What's her first name?
Bernidia.
Bernidia.
Idia.
Bernidia?
Mm-hmm.
How's she spell Payne?
Payne.
That's your mom?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I'm assuming mom's made her phone number. Who else is gonna have your phone number?
I I told you I had got a new number. They probably gonna
I didn't
give
ask you. I know you had got a new phone number. I didn't ask it. I asked who is going to know your phone number, because apparently you don't.
Yeah, I mean, it's a few.
What kind of phone is it?
6 iPhone.
Okay. Well, who's the provider? What service?
What's that?
It's not a trick question.
I think Metro.
Because, it's real easy for me to contact the providers and supply your name, and then they're going to tell me if you got any phones in your name, and they're going to tell me the phone numbers.
Okay.
Then there's yet another piece of the puzzle. I can see that that phone was over at the gas station during the carjacking.
It's crazy, man. Y'all don't even got the right guy, man.
Okay. Well, like I
And
said,
then, that's how I know
what's
that.
crazy is that you have an alibi, allegedly, and I'm
But
trying to substantiate the alibi, but you won't cooperate.
But Ted,
That's what's crazy.
you gotta see where I'm coming from, Ted.
Why wouldn't you point out your girl's
But
house?
listen, you gotta see where I'm coming from, Ted.
Why aren't you
Like,
pointing out your girlfriend's
You
house?
basically just told me, it's like y'all don't even care about my life, man. That y'all just willing,
You
y'all
don't make
willing,
any sense.
no, y'all willing to just
You
throw
don't
me
make
away.
any sense.
Y'all
I'm
willing-
trying to
You
verify
not,
your
man.
alibi.
You not, because I know for a fact, man, I did not carjack nobody.
You
I know
said
I
you
was
came
not there.
from Dee Dee's house.
You said that I guarantee.
We're done. We're done.
Oh, I'm not trying to be rude.
No,
I'm
I'm not trying to be rude either.
Nah,
But
you just gotta see where I'm coming from,
But you're
Ted.
not seeing what.
I'm in here with my
here's
life
the
on.
problem. Apparently, neither one of us are seeing where we're coming from. So, based
Listen.
on that, I'm not going to sit here and waste my time anymore. We're done. Okay? You don't understand that I am trying to substantiate an alibi with you, and you are not cooperating with that. If you came from Dee Dee's house, why wouldn't you want me to try to confirm that? That makes zero sense.
No, because it's not even about that. For
It's
one,
all about that.
For one, I don't want to get hurt and all.
This is your
people
life.
and stuff, but I know
This is your life. Why wouldn't you want to get her involved?
I know when y'all do. I know I'm going.
Great.
But listen though, Ted.
I
listen what I'm
appreciate
telling
you telling me how my job works, but I don't need you to tell me how my job works, okay? I know how to do my job, and I'm going to do my job. So, you told me how this all went down. That's your story. Good luck, okay? I gave you an opportunity to try to substantiate and confirm your alibi. You don't want to substantiate that. Yet you're saying I'm railroading you. So, no disrespect, Mr. Dixon, but we're done. The time is 7:46 p.m. I'll let you know where this is going.
Can I just say one last thing to you, Ted?
Absolutely.
I'm saying you ain't even trying to talk to me. You keep all I'm saying, man, is that y'all really got the wrong person.
Okay,
Ted.
you said that 5 times.
That's all I'm saying.
I
man.
understand your position, sir.
Like you telling me that y'all got these shoes on there. When
I don't care about the shoes. You're not the only person that has those shoes, right? Maybe the guy who looks like you on the video.
I know.
Maybe the guy who looks
I know it ain't no
like you
coincidence.
has different shoes.
I know it's not no coincidence that the dude just got the same outfit that I had on, the same shoes, and committed a carjacking, man. I know, and I was not there, Ted.
Okay.
Man.
I
That's what I'm
understand
trying
your
to tell
position,
you,
Mr.
man.
Dixon. I get it. I respect that.
And I understand, like, I shouldn't have, you know what I'm saying? I should have just, when the police said stop or whatever. But I was
why did you run?
I was honestly scared. I didn't know
Scared
what
of
was going on. I hid behind the thing.
Why were you at the trunk of that car taking stuff out of the trunk of that car?
Man, I didn't carjack him, Ted, man.
I didn't ask you that. I asked why you were at the trunk of that car taking stuff out of that car. Why were you doing that?
Man.
If there's more to this, Mr. Dixon, you may want to tell me.
I'm trying to tell you, man, I didn't do it.
Okay,
Ted, man.
so
I wasn't there.
I
wasn't. Listen, man, I wasn't
I'm
there.
asking you about when you're at the trunk of the car. You're at the trunk of the car removing stuff out of that car. Why were you doing that? I mean, it's not a trick question, Mr. Dixon.
Can I see that phone again? Can you hold that phone up?
All right, go get gloves. Stand by. Where did I put those? What's the code to your phone that you just got?
My phone don't even have no code.
No? Okay. This phone was in an outer box, which is here, and the phone is broken now.
And
this is not an iPhone, it's a Samsung, so it's obviously
that's not mine.
Okay.
Can I see the front though?
Yeah. Oh, come on.
Okay, Verizon.
Yeah, this is a Verizon phone.
Hey, is you sure that's not, if that's not the victims, then that could be the dude phone that was there?
Might be.
Cause I'm telling you, Ted, man, it was another dude, man.
Okay.
And I'm telling you, it was a short dude, and he was real dark skinned.
Okay.
And if that's not the victim's phone, which it can't be, because they would have been told y'all, like, yeah, we missing this phone.
No, it's not the victim's phone. We showed that phone to the victim. No.
So can't y'all just trace, and you would see that it's not.
You don't think we're going to do that, man?
That phone does
You
not.
don't think we're going to do that? We're going to do all that.
Cause that's, I guarantee, I bet it's probably not even, my fingerprint's not even on that phone.
You had money in your pocket, specifically, there was like $379, but four of them were singles and they were crumped up. The female victim had $4 stolen from her in the course of the carjacking, and yeah, there was $4 in her purse or something like that.
Man, I'll buy weed and stuff. That's not,
I'm just saying that the $4 that were you had.
I had five crinkled up fives.
Okay, but there were specifically you had $300 and some odd, $375. You had $375 that was all together folded up, and then you had 4 single dollar bills, 2 in your front pocket, 2 in your back pocket that were crumpled up.
And I had some fives too.
Okay, but I'm trying to explain something to you.
Uh-huh.
Those 4 crinkled up dollar bills, okay, had both your fingerprints on them. Makes sense because they're in your pocket, right?
Yeah.
Right, and they had the victim's fingerprints on them.
The victim's fingerprints?
Yeah, her fingerprints, the female. They had her fingerprints on them. That's amazing. That's incredible. I'm just saying. It's amazing.
I don't know, man. What's going on? I think somebody trying to...
And again, man, I understand what you're doing here, and
Look,
this
Ted,
isn't
man.
personal, man.
Look,
I'm trying to work with you here, okay? I've been doing this job 26 years, okay? I do all the major shit in Harper Woods. I'm on a task force right now, a federal task force that does a lot of really, really violent.
All right, look, Ted, sit down, man.
Okay, if you want to be straight with me, man, we can be straight. My goal here isn't to send you up the river, man. My goal is just to get the truth and see what the best avenue for all of us to take, to include you. Because I do believe in second chances, and I do believe that good people make mistakes. You know, if you're in a bad situation and you need money for whatever, I get it. But let's talk about it.
I had money in my pocket, man. I wasn't in a bad situation, man. I'm just being real, man.
Please be real.
I was going to buy some weed, man. You know what I'm saying?
Are you going to repeat what you already told me?
No, I'm just telling you, I was going to buy some weed. The dude did ask to see my phone. I did buy some weed from him. That's just being real. We did exchange.
I don't care about that.
That's just, I'm telling you, man.
See, none of this is making sense.
But because, Ted, man, on some real shit, man, I know shit it look worse than what it is, but I promise you, man, it was not me, Ted, man. I promise you,
well,
man.
If it wasn't you, then here's and again, I'm a pretty open-minded person, okay? So here's what I believe, okay? If it wasn't you, then you know who it was. If it wasn't you, then you know who it was. And bottom line is, there's one person locked up, and that's you, okay? So if it wasn't you, then you might want to tell me who the hell it was, because right now, everything is pointing to you. This is your life, not somebody else's life. You know, and again, I cannot fathom why, if you're telling me the truth, and if you were over at Tiana's house, which I don't believe that for a minute, and that's why you're not showing me the house, because you know it's going to be bullshit. So, if you were part of a scheme and somebody else did this and you end up meeting up with them, you might want to tell me that.
I wasn't a part of no scheme, man. I didn't carjack nobody.
Well, you know who did that.
I'm just keeping it real, man.
Well, let's keep it real.
That shit is fucked up, man.
If you didn't do it, then you know who did. How do you explain having $4 bills with your fingerprints on them and the victim's fingerprints on them?
I just told you I bought some weed from the dude. We exchanged. He gave me the marijuana.
Okay. So he gave you the marijuana. I'm not talking about marijuana.
Yeah, and he gave me my change.
Nice to see. Okay.
But like I said though, Ted, man,
What's your phone number?
Once you see whatever that number phone
I'm
is.
gonna get your cell phone over, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Is your cell phone number gonna be over at that gas station?
No.
Okay, good.
No, because I was not at the gas
Great.
station.
That's good.
I was not at the G station.
Okay.
But like I said, man,
So who did the carjacking?
whoever that phone belonged to, if it wasn't the victims, I know that phone not mine.
Right. I
So-
believe that.
So that phone, and I'm telling you,
We find cell phones all the time when we're chasing people around. It's not uncommon.
and
I was chasing a kid around the other day for a carjacking, and we found a phone we thought was his and it wasn't. No big deal. We ended up finding out what the phone was.
I just feel like that phone probably gonna belong to the
You said that
victim.
already.
And
We're wasting my time here. I know your position. I respect your position, but you're repeating yourself. And no disrespect, but I got a lot of work to do, and I'm not going to sit here and just listen to you repeat yourself. So you told me just sit down and let's keep it real, but I sat down to keep it real in your own words, using your words, and you're not telling me a damn thing that you haven't already told me. So I know what your position is. I can comprehend and I can retain information. So I know what you said, and I know your explanation of who, what, where, when, and why. So, I mean, there's nothing more. If there's nothing more to say, then we're done.
can I ask you a question?
Sure.
You feel like I really carjacked these people?
Yeah. That's what I think. I mean, if there's more to than this, then there's only, I wasn't there.
But man, I just don't understand. How can y'all watch a tape and the tape I know is clear as day, and you say it's a green light, man. I know for a fact that it's not no dude with dreads, no dreads hanging out, no nothing, man.
So why were you at the back of that Charger taking shit out of the Charger that was just carjacked 17 minutes prior to? Why were you there? Why were you taking shit out of the back of that car? I asked you that 3 times, you've yet to answer.
Because you asking me all these questions that's gonna make it look like that I did it when I didn't, Ted.
Well, I'm asking you a legitimate question based on the facts. Why were you at the back of that Charger taking stuff out of the trunk? I mean, that's not a trick question, Mr. Dixon. It's really not. Do you want to answer that?
It's just, man, all this stuff being recorded, man.
It is. And I'm asking you a real simple question. Why were you taking stuff out of the back of the trunk of that Charger when the police rolled up on you? Do you have an answer for that? I tell you what, let's do this, Mr. Dixon, okay? And again, I don't take this stuff personal. I truly don't think you're a bad guy. I think you got caught up in the situation and made a mistake, okay? And I truly believe that. I don't think you're a bad guy.
Not even that, Ted.
But
I swear, man, I
do this.
did not carjack
All right,
these
Mr. Dixon,
people, man.
okay?
I swear, man.
You know more than what you're telling me, so let's do this. I'm going to be here for a while, okay? Let's take you back to the cell, give you a chance to think about the big picture, okay? Just think about...
Man, I know how severe this shit is, man. I did not carjack. I swear to God, man. My prints is not on that steering wheel. I never carjacked them people. I swear to God, man. My hair is long, man. If you would see me, man, and I'm tall, man, you would see the dude. I'm not tall as you, but I got a little height. If I would have carjacked, you would see my dreads or something, man. I know for a fact when the dude when I was this week, huh?
The perpetrator had a hood on. You know how many times people with dreads wear hoods that you don't see their dreads until they pop out of the corner of them like they did during this carjacking?
Man, I know ain't no dreads pop out, man. Come on, Ted, man.
The victim, before the victim even went over and saw you, she gave a description of the perpetrator to the police, okay? And that description fits you to a T, to include dreadlocks. I'm not making that shit up. You would want me to show you the report?
Yes.
Listen, man.
Because come on, Ted, man, yo, officers showed me, man. They showed the lady to me.
Great. And again, I think I said it about 5 times now. That is called a show up. That's a legal proceeding. Okay. All right. Where are we at? Pulling the spaceman down, exposing his face. Thompson stated she also observed the suspect having long dread-style braids exposed from the shirt.
Dread-style braid?
Yeah, so, and again, you're going to say, well, those aren't the same as my hair. So, whatever.
Oh, but look, Ted, if they braids, my hair not even crinkled. If I had braids in my hair...
I consider that braids. It's just a matter of interpretation. Dreads, braids, same fucking thing.
So she said he had dread-style braids, and what else? Did she say how tall?
Yeah, I told you, and I am not going to say it again. She described you. Okay? I mean, hey, if you didn't do it, good luck. That's all I'm going to say. Every man has his day. I'm not saying you're guilty of anything, Mr. Dixon, okay? Every person has their day in court. That's the bottom line. But I have a lot of work to do. It's 8 o'clock. I've got a lot of work to do, so no disrespect, but we need to go back to the
So y'all about to try to convict me of this?
I'm not trying to convict. No, we're so far away from conviction. Okay, I have to type up a report and submit it to the Wayne County Prosecutor's Office. They look at the totality of the circumstances, they look at the evidence, and they determine if you're going to be charged with a crime or not. I don't determine what you're going to be charged with. I don't have that legal authority.
Well, I do appreciate you, man, because you have been kind of straight up. You know
I have been completely straight up. I'm not making any of this shit up.
Only thing that I just disagree with, because I just feel like, you know, y'all throw a little salt in the game to try to get people to do stuff. Like, come on, man. My shoes wasn't on the scene, man. And
all I can say is they're black shoes with white soles.
And then if they...
Why are we going over this, man? Okay, I understand your position. Why are we going over this? And again, I like you. You're not a bad guy, but why are you repeating yourself to me? We're wasting each other's time here, man. I got work to do.
Could you turn the recorder off?
No. If you got something more to say, you need to say it now, because this is your life. Like I said, one of two things. You either did it or you know who did it. That's why you want me to shut the recorder off.
I'm telling you, I didn't do it.
Then who did? I've asked that 5 times. If you didn't do it, then who did, Mr. Dixon?
I didn't even have nothing to do with it.
Then who did?
I came to get some weed.
You said, okay, see, here we go again. You're repeating yourself, man. Why do you want me to turn the recorder off? You know I can't do that, right? And it's nothing personal. But if I turn that recorder off and then you make a statement and then I try to say you make a statement, then, you know, I don't have any credibility or the defense attorney is going to tell me, oh, you coerced off camera, you coerced my client into saying this, that, or the other. And, you know, I don't play that game. You know, I've been doing this too long to get duped by the system here. It's not going to happen. So if you have more to add, or if there's more that you know about that you haven't told me, for about the 10th time, I'm asking you to tell me. Because, again, I have work to do, and I'm not going to sit here and stare at you and listen to the same stuff over and over again. I'm just not.
It's just, man, because I know.
And again, if there's more to this and you want to tell me, I'm going to sit here and listen, Mr. Dixon. If there's more to this and you don't want to tell me, then let's go back to the cell. Why are we wasting our time?
So when do I go to court or whatever?
I don't know. Like I said, I don't even know if you're going to be charged with a crime. I have to type up a report and send it to the prosecutor's office. That's all I do. And they determine what, if anything, you're going to be charged with.
And what y'all charge? My charges are so far?
You're not listening, man. Probable cause, okay?
So just carjacking?
Yeah.
So why?
Carjacking and running from the police, that's the least of your problems.
So I'm just saying, can you tell me the exact charges they got?
You're being held.
That's what I mean.
You're being held for carjacking.
Carjacking and what else?
RNO, resist obstructing police officer from running. You're being held for carjacking.
Okay.
That's the only thing you need to be concerned about. You're being held for carjacking. Okay? The prosecutor is going to get my report. I wanted to get it done tonight, but we're sitting here wasting our time for the last hour. You know, I got things to do too tonight.
Hey, yo, Ted, let me just ask this. So, once y'all do y'all DNA, y'all do the DNA.
Mm-hmm.
My DNA is not on the steering wheel or the doors or whatever he did, because he said he didn't have on no gloves. So therefore his DNA gonna be on the steering wheel and the what's that called? Whatever.
Gear shifter.
The gear shifter or whatever.
Don't forget the rear view mirror too, because people when they wipe down steering wheels, see that's a funny misconception. When people wipe down steering wheels and gear shifters, they think they're getting rid of DNA. They're really not. They're just embedding it in more, and it makes it even more viable for us to get.
Okay.
But anyway.
So when y'all get that and y'all see that my DNA is not on that, would that put me in the clear?
That's up to the prosecutor. I'm sure it's going to help you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I know for a fact, you know what I'm saying?
Well, I know for a fact at the minimum right now, based on how you're acting, is that you know more than what you're telling me. I know that for a fact.
I know for a fact that I didn't carjack nobody.
Right. So if you didn't, then you know who did.
That I was not at no gas station when that carjacking or whatever took place. I know for a fact that.
Sure.
I know for a fact.
You already alluded to the fact that you know how this works and you don't want to be a snitch, which implies to me if you didn't do this, then you know who did.
No, I'm just saying when I say a snitch, I'm just saying like I know how that stuff works. People try to twist the words and then people think that I'm a snitch or saying that or saying this because I done already gave up saying how to do it.
Right, let me ask you two simple questions, okay? Fair?
Okay.
Can I ask you two simple questions, and are you going to give me honest answers?
I mean, I'm going to give you an honest answer, but if I feel like it's something trying to trick me up or...
No, I haven't tried to trip you up once. I'm telling you nothing but facts. I'm trying to get you embedded in your head the severity of this. Okay, one, did you carjack that Charger?
No, sir.
Okay. Two, do you know who carjacked that Charger?
No, I do not know the guy. I know how he look. I don't know him.
Okay. Okay.
I told you how he looked. He was dark skinned, real dark, not my complexion.
5'5", 5'6". You already pointed that out.
Probably a little taller than that. I know he was shorter than me.
Okay, and you're 5'10".
So.
Okay. And he had a haircut.
Yeah,
Okay.
I saw a haircut.
Okay.
But he also had on like some type of, it wasn't even, I don't even know the outfit, it was kind of dark. I know that, it was dark color.
So were you in that car at all?
No, sir.
Okay, so your DNA is not going to be in that car whatsoever?
No, sir.
Okay, good. And again, I still don't know why you're not answering why we got the trunk of that car, taking stuff out of the trunk of that car when the police rolled up. I mean, that's not a trick question.
No, I mean, like I told you, I went to go buy some, the best thing I think...
You're buying weed, there's no reason why you're in the trunk of that car. That makes zero sense. You see what I'm saying? So I know you know more than what you're telling me. But I get it. I mean, if you don't want to
But look, the best thing I can say, man, is y'all just need to track that phone, see who that phone go to, because I know it's not mine. I never owned an Android or whatever that is, Samsung, a day in my life.
This phone very well may have nothing to do with anything. Okay? We didn't even find that phone at the scene. We found it out in the path that we were chasing you around when you were running from the police.
No, you couldn't have found it on my path. I guarantee you that, because I just want to say this. When you say you found it a path, what path? Like, where did you? Because
that phone. Listen, you're reading in too much to what I say, man. That phone was not found at the scene, meaning where the house was at, where the Charger was at. It was found out like as the officers were tracking back where they saw you running in the different areas where you were running from the police. They came across that phone. I'm not saying it's your phone. Yeah, maybe it has nothing to do with nothing.
But I know for a fact that had to probably been the person, and I want y'all to match up the prints on there from that phone to the prints that's in the vehicle. Because
I appreciate that. Again,
you
really don't need to tell me how to do my job.
Yeah, I know that.
Right.
I'm just saying.
But again, we're repeating ourselves yet again. But no, we've been repeating ourselves for the last hour, man. But look, I got work to do.
But this is what I'm saying to you. Like, I know for a fact y'all don't know. Like, y'all just think I was there. But it was two people, and I know for a fact that.
There meaning where?
At the car.
Okay.
When I went to get the weed, because the other person he was like in the driver.
How many times have I asked you why were you taking stuff out of the trunk of the car? How many times do you think I asked you that?
You asked me quite a few times.
Right. And why haven't you yet answered that?
I mean,
because it contradicts your story about buying weed from some stranger.
No, it really don't. It don't contradict nothing.
Well, if you're buying weed from a stranger, there's no reason why you're going in the trunk of the car that was just carjacked.
He asked me to see my phone. Let him see my phone. He said he had to make an important call or whatever. I was standing right there. I gave him my phone. He was...
Dixon, we're repeating ourselves, man. You told me this already. You really did. I get it. I know your story. I know your story. I get it. And again, I'm not trying to be disrespectful, but I have work to do. Okay? So if there's anything else that you want to add, I'm going to come back before I leave tonight. I'm going to be here a while. I'm going to come back. Hey, man, is there anything you want to talk about? And if you do, then I'll pull you back out and we'll talk. Okay? If you don't, then we won't. Like I said, you're not charged with anything right now. Okay? I still have a lot of work to do. Okay? I'm not saying you're going to be charged with it. All you're doing is being held on probable cause for carjacking. Doesn't mean you did it. Doesn't mean you're going to be convicted of it. Doesn't even mean you're going to be charged with it. But right now, we got probable cause to hold you, and that's what we're going to do. Okay? Sound fair?
Can you just please, man, do a thorough investigation, man?
Yeah, but I tell you what, the longer we sit here and keep talking about the same shit, the longer my investigation's going to take.
Because, man, I promise you, man, it wasn't me, Ted. Man.
Okay.
And that's just being straight up with you, man. I swear to God.
The time right now is 8:09 p.m. I'll run you back. I'll touch base with you before I leave tonight, okay?
All right, thanks, man.
Yeah, but I don't have a lot to offer you, but I can give you a sweet and salty nut bar. These cigars are pretty good. You know?
Thanks.
Yeah, you're welcome. Alright, was what, 8:09 last time?
Mm-hmm.
And now the time is 10:31, so, I mean, I guess technically, like I said, I'm going to do everything by the book. I have to reread these to you, okay, your Miranda rights, since there's been a little bit of time gap, okay? You have the right to remain silent. You do not have to answer my question, make any statements. Any statements you make or anything you say can't be used against you in the court of law. You have the right to have an attorney present before and during the time you answer my question, make any statements. If you cannot afford an attorney, will be appointed for you by the court at no cost to you. You can decide at any time to exercise your right to not answer my question or make any statements. Mr. Dixon, you understand your rights?
Yeah.
Same as last time, if you would go through this yourself and initial sign, date. I'll give you the time when you get to that.
Shane Tremblay Park on Ridge Pass. Small from the residents, just a group of kids in there being very loud.
18. 09/08/18. And the time is 10:32 p.m.
Gotcha.
Alright. You had a couple hours to think. Have you thought? And if so, what'd you think about?
I've been asleep.
Oh, okay, yes, I Alright. So are you telling me the truth earlier when you said you walked from your girl's house around the corner? Okay. So yeah, you know, sometimes I have to do things in my job, you know, to get to the bottom of things I really don't want to do, but, you know, sometimes I don't have a choice. Like, you know, when people like her, your girlfriend, get roped into this, and now I have to make a decision if I'm going to arrest her for accessory after the fact, since she was involved and she went over and got the car off of Peerless and got the keys from the side of the house.
What you mean, arrested for what?
I just said accessory after the fact. Did you not understand that, sir? Which holds the same penalty as a person involved in the actual crime, whether it be carjacking or some type of fraud. You see how this plot thickens and, you know, innocent people, some innocent people end up getting roped into some shit?
But what is she? I'm saying she didn't do
I listened to
anything.
phone conversations that she had with our booking officer, okay? I've listened to conversations that you were relaying messages to our booking officer about going to get your car off of Peerless, you threw the keys on the side of the house. I've got that all on, everything in here is recorded. I've got all that.
Alright.
Okay, so obviously you're not telling me the truth.
It's not that I'm not telling you the truth. I had lost my keys.
Well, if you walk from your girlfriend's house, then why do you have a car right there? That doesn't make any sense.
Listen, do you think that I'll be able to carjack somebody with my car? And that don't even make sense. All that I'll be able to...
Exactly, that's what I just said. You're not listening to me.
No, I'm
That's
saying,
what I just said. So why don't you stop BSing and tell me the truth about all this? There's more to this than what you're telling me, is my point. Do you want to tell me about it or no?
I mean, yeah, I basically said it, man. I was really going against the weed. Straight up, I was really going against the weed. Everything I was saying, because she didn't have nothing to do with anything. He just wanted to grab my car.
Why's your car there when you said you walked from Rossiter Casino? Which isn't true. Like I said, there's more to this. Or maybe not.
I was saying, look, Ted, man, you think...
I'm not even talking about carjacking now, man, okay? I'm not even talking about carjacking, okay? I'm talking probably more of some kind of insurance fraud or something.
I'm just saying, let me ask you this, though. Because I'm telling you for sure, I didn't carjack nobody. That wasn't me. Whoever you saw on film, that wasn't me. But I'm just saying, if somebody did do an insurance job, like if them people did do that, I'm just saying, hypothetically speaking, then what?
Well, it's a lot less severe than a life offense, wouldn't you think? Yeah?
Yeah.
But I tell you what, until I hear something different, I have no choice but to go with the carjacking theory. Because that's all that people are telling me right now. And now you got your poor girl wrapped into this.
Man, she ain't carjacked nobody. I ain't carjacked nobody.
I thought I said 5 minutes ago that I'm off the carjacking thing. Tell me the truth about the car. What was the intent? What was going on with the car? You weren't just there to buy weed. I mean, come on, man. I'm not stupid. That's bullshit.
Hey, Ted. Man, you really think I carjacked him?
What aren't you getting, man? What aren't you getting here? I said get off the carjack thing. I said that 3 times in 5 minutes. What is wrong with you?
No, I understand.
Why don't you stop, Mr. Dixon? Why don't you stop all the bullshit? And why don't you try telling me the truth, okay? Because I don't have a problem typing up a fucking warrant for carjacking for you, and you will get charged. I don't have a problem with that. You're sitting there the last interview, you're sitting there trying to tell me how much I'm trying to railroad you. I'm doing everything in my power not to railroad you. But you are the person right there. You're the only one that can help yourself right now. You're the only one. And you know what? If you're going to sit there and not help yourself, then we're done. I'm not pulling you out again. I am not pulling you out again to talk to you. So it's either right now, right this minute, tell me, quit the bullshit and tell me the truth, or we're done here. That's up to you.
Can I use the bathroom?
Yeah. All right, before you even sit down, are you going to talk real business, or, I mean, don't waste my time. I mean, this is your opportunity. This is no, all bullshit aside, this is it. If you don't want to tell me the truth, then, I respect that. Then, let's just go back to the cell. It's late, I should be home. So you either want to tell the truth or you don't want to tell the truth. I don't care.
Basically,
Do you want to? I asked you the question, man. You want to tell me the truth or not?
I'm telling you, basically, I was telling you the truth, man. It's
Just what? No, let's go back to stuff.
I told you the truth, man. I said, man.
I mean, I respect that.
I'm just, everything else, basically, I told you was the truth, man. You know what I'm saying? When I said I didn't do it, that was honest. When I said it was another dude, shorter, dark skin, that was true.
Well, you know who it is.
I bought some weed from him.
I don't care if you bought weed.
There's
more to this than weed. Okay? You know that, I know that. I just didn't start this job yesterday, for Christ's sakes. Come on, man.
But yeah, man, I understand it. I know you probably do a good job, but at the same time, how would you expect me to feel, man, if y'all basically telling me some stuff that I know that's factual, and y'all telling me...
Here's what I would think. Here's what, if I was in your shoes, okay? Three, a victim picks you out and identifies you as the one who carjacked you today. To me, you're screwed, okay? So when the detective's giving you an opportunity to quit the bullshit and tell him what this is really all about, and you don't do it, then you know what? I have zero sympathy for you. I mean, if you go to prison for the rest of your life, I don't give a shit. You know why? Because I gave you a chance to come clean about this and tell me the truth, and you're not. You're protecting somebody else, and you're obviously not protecting yourself, which, so be it. I mean, if that's the way you roll, then, take that with you. So that's where my head's at.
Man, I was going to buy some weed from the dude. That's the little weed house. He had the car. He asked to use my phone. I let him use my phone, and he was talking about something about insurance job. Also, when he was moving stuff out of the car, he asked me to grab something out the back.
What did you grab?
It was a box.
Okay. So who's the dude? The dude you buy the weed from, so you know who it is?
No, I'm saying it wasn't like it was just some.
How much weed we talking?
I only bought like a $5 bag, and he gave me 14 back.
So how did you know to go to that?
Because I gave him a 20.
The house is a vacant house. Why'd you go there?
That's where the weed, it's a few weed spots on that block. That one and the other one down the way, but I guess that would be shut down since the other day.
So how did you know to meet that guy there at that time? There's nothing going on in the house. The house is wide open, blown out at A-band.
I don't understand your question. You said how did I know to meet him there at
Yeah.
that time?
Why? How did you know? You had to call them, or you had to dime them up and say, hey, where you at?
No, it ain't even like that. I told you I was really going to the Metro spot. It's a Metro place right there. I don't know what street. I know it's down Ross.
Mm-hmm.
I was walking over there, but as I was going, I ran into the dog, and he asked to use my phone. I asked did he have some weed, and that's straight up.
So where's your phone at now?
I don't know, he ran off with it. I know that's not my phone.
Okay, I know that's not your phone either, but that see, you can't help but lie. Your girl's got your phone. Actually, no, I got the phone down. Because your girl brought it to me. See how not telling the truth is just making things worse? I got your phone. Guess what I'm going to do? I'm typing up a search warrant. My judge is going to sign it. I'm going to do what's called a phone dump. I'm going to go through it. I'm going to get all the numbers. I'm going to get all the text messages. I'm going to see exactly who you're talking to, what you're talking about, leading up to your arrest.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's not.
That's why I'm saying, man, let's cut the BS and just tell me the truth, man. Okay? I've only said it 20 times if I said it once. You know, you can't help but not tell the truth. You can't help but lie. You sit there and tell me one little sliver of truth, and then you tell 20 lies with it.
No,
that muddies the water, man. You know, he didn't. There was no guy that ran off with his phone. That's a lie. You lied to me earlier. You just lied to me again.
Oh, so you mean you see? That's what I'm saying, man. You telling me I'm
I got your girl. Your girl just brought the phone up.
Okay.
How did she get the phone? The phone was in the car she got.
Okay, this is what I'm telling you. I had a phone. And I'm telling you, that's not my phone.
I'm not even talking about that phone. What, man? I don't know about you.
What you mean?
I don't know. Are you all right?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm just kind of waking up.
Okay. Not that phone, okay? I don't give a shit about that phone. Your phone that you said old boy ran off with is bullshit. I got your phone now. From the time I talked to you now until the time I'm talking to you earlier to now, she came up. She left work. She brought me your phone. I have your phone. I'm going to do a dump on your phone and find out exactly where your phone is at, who you're talking to, who you're text messaging, everything. I have your phone. Not this phone. I have your phone.
Okay.
So.
I got it. You say you have my phone.
But listen, the more I talk to you, the less I believe you. Let's put it that way.
But how, man? Everything I'm telling you, man, is because you already got it in your mind that I did this when I didn't do it.
No, see that's where you're mistaken. You have got the misperception that I am just trying to send you to prison for carjacking. I'm doing the complete opposite. I'm trying to let you tell me the truth about what really did or didn't happen, how you ended up there with this car. If you're part of this insurance fraud or attempt insurance fraud, then so be it. That's a hell of a lot better than carjacking, wouldn't you think? Wouldn't you think? So for me to send you up the river, I'm not doing a very good job of it, because I could have never even talked to you and had my warrant typed up and been home with my family right now waiting for you to get charges back for carjacking. So if I was really trying to put the screws to you, I wouldn't even be talking to you right now, would I?
No, sir.
But you're the one that can't help but sit there and lie to me. I'm just asking you to tell me the damn truth. Don't you think some kind of attempt insurance fraud is a hell of a lot better than a carjacking? Don't you? Would you agree or no?
Mm-hmm.
Right. But I don't. You sit there and shake your head. But you're still throwing bullshit at me. Stop the bullshit, man.
Alright, man.
Here's one thing you don't know about me, Mr. Dixon. The last thing I'm going to do is try to put somebody in prison for something they didn't do. Because you know what? I have a conscience, okay? I wouldn't feel good about that. I wouldn't probably live the rest of my life for that. That's not who I am. That's why I'm giving you the chance of a lifetime here to quit the bullshit and talk to me and tell me what really happened here. If somehow you got roped in to helping out a buddy doing something stupid or trying to do something stupid, so be it. I get it. But, it's either one of two things. You're doing something for an insurance job and helping a buddy out, or you fucking carjack somebody. It's one or the other. Which one do you want to be part of, right?
I think they was doing the insurance job.
See? All right, go ahead.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I think.
Why do you think that, Ken?
I think so because I just get a second real quick.
Yeah. You and the kids, man?
Yep.
How many?
1,
How old?
10.
Okay. Is your child in your life?
Yep.
Boy or girl?
Girl.
What's your name?
Amari.
Lamari?
Omar.
Amari?
Look. I was about to go to the store on McKinney. It's a gas station. That's where I was walking to get some weed. I was going down Russ and Peerless, but before I went, the dude over there called me. You know, everybody know around there, I guess, getting money, I don't know. He called me over there, he like, hey man. I'm like, he like, I need your help or whatever. I'm like, on what? I'm like, I'm about to go get some weed. He like, I got some. What you trying to get? I'm like, just a $5 bag. But he was already on the phone and moving stuff out the car. He like, no, I got you. He go in his pocket. He give me a 5. I give him a 20. He give me 5 singles back. Put it in my pocket. He like, man, hey, you mind helping me with this? Grab this out the car or whatever. He moving stuff out the back of the car. And he still, the whole time he talking on that phone.
What phone?
He just talking.
What
But he
phone?
still on the black phone or some phone. Or was it mine? So he talking on the phone. He saying something like, I got it or whatever you saying to him. Man.
I mean, what's he saying? What are you hearing him saying?
It's just, man, you just don't know, man.
I do know. I really do know.
I'm just saying, man.
But here's the thing, man.
I didn't carjack nobody, man.
Well, then tell me.
That just messed up, man, because y'all said y'all saw me do something I know I didn't do, man.
I'm off the carjacking thing. Okay, I'm reiterating it to you again. But I tell you what, I still think you know more than what's going on here. I'm not even so sure it was a legitimate carjacking, man. Your car was parked right there. Your girl went and got it. Listen, here's what I think, okay? I think whether or not that the stealing of the car was a setup, which it very well may have been, okay? For whatever reason, who knows? Insurance? I don't know. But nonetheless, the car ends up over there, and I think you got called up by whomever to get over there and help them out with that car. Whether it be getting rid of it or whatever the case may be, so be it. But this whole, it just so happened to be over there, and then the weed guy, come on, man, you don't even believe that. Okay, you know I don't. That's ridiculous. Don't you think the truth right now is going to get you out from underneath anything to do with the carjacking? If there even was a carjacking, for Christ's sakes?
Man, Ted, man, you and I both know, man, I didn't carjack nobody,
well, then tell me what did happen then. That's my whole point.
I cannot be changing. I had this on all day, man. My girl will even tell you. I took her to work in this outfit, man. I had this on all day.
I'm off the carjacking thing, okay? Tell me about this car, how it got there, why it got there, what you guys are doing with it. Because this whole weed thing is ridiculous.
I honestly, just being honest here, I honestly don't know where the car came from. That's being honest. So
your boy dined you up and you showed up over there to help him do something. Right?
Man, he's just a weed man. He's just a weed man.
Well, he's just a weed. Here's the problem. He's just a weed man, but guess what? He's got a carjacked car that he's with. And now you're roped into it. And now your girl's roped into it.
She don't have nothing to do with nothing. Just like I don't have nothing to do with the car. She really don't have nothing to do with nothing. I don't either, but I'm wrong because I did.
Where did he say he got the car from? Let's start with that.
He never told me nothing about where he got any vehicle from. When I came over there, he was just moving stuff and getting stuff out. And I did buy weed from him. I did. I bought a $5 bag. He asked me to grab. He like, man, grab this. He put this over here. He was making it seem like to me, to be real, that he got into it with his girlfriend. That's what he was saying. Man, I just got into it with this bitch. Yada, yada, yada. I'm getting all this bitch shit out of my car. That's what he was saying.
Okay.
That's what he was saying. He kept saying, but he was on the phone. Man, dog. But I really wasn't paying too much attention, so I was really like, what the fuck going on? He kept talking. He'd do this. He'd move something. And, man, yeah, this bitch, man. Yeah, but everything good. Everything taken care of. Yada, yada, yada. And I was just standing there. Then he was like, man, can you grab this from me? Grab it. I never really went to the vehicle like, you know, I never touched no steering wheel. I never drove the car at all, Ted, that's being honest. I did go to the trunk, so I looked.
Well, I know you did that because the cops rolled up on you and it's videotaped.
Yeah, I did do that. He did.
So why'd you run though?
When I told you what I did, when I said I went on the porch and hid, I did, honestly. I never just ran and took off. He took off. Because as I was actually coming back out like this, because I was put the box there. And I went like this. And as soon as I went like this, I saw like a car coming. Somebody yelled something. And I heard, the dude ran off. When he did that, I just jumped on the porch like this, mushed the box up. What I did tell you that was true. And I just hid like this. And I heard the people following him. And when they was following him, I just did like this, stood up, and I just walked out, just like that. And when I walked out, what I told you was true again. I went to the block, the little block right there. And when I went, I heard somebody say, there he is.
Listen, we don't have to get into it. I know what happened, okay? But let's go back to this guy, okay? Who is this guy? Because you know who the hell it is.
I don't know his name. I don't know his name.
What would you call him? You got his number in your phone, I guarantee you that. Right?
Oh.
Is that what he saved in your phone under? O? Just O? You telling me the truth?
Yes.
Okay. What's O look like?
Well, I described. Dark skin.
What was O wearing?
Short. And he was wearing right there, it was like he had on, I told you it was dark. Everything I said was true.
Mm-hmm.
Dark. He didn't have no dreads. He has a haircut. Dark skin, real dark, like black. Not like me. I'm brown. He's like black.
So he's in your phone under O? Now there's a couple of different ways for me to get in your phone. The easiest way is for you to give me consent and give me the passcode, and I'll go in there and get what I need to get. But that's your legal right. You can tell me, Ted, I don't want you to do that. And then I get it. People tell me that all the time. So like I said, I'm going to type up a search warrant. My judge is going to sign it. Then I'm going to go on your phone. I'm going to get everything I need to get out of your phone that way. You know, the whole, you know, we got the technology now. I get it in every phone. So I don't, you know, a year and 8 months ago when people couldn't get the iPhones, that technology's gone.
Can I see my phone?
What's that?
Can I see my phone?
They're tagging it right now, look at this. So, I mean, do you want to help me out with this, or do you want me to get the search warrant? The quickest way, in the way I'm asking for, is just help me out with this and give me consent to get in your home. But if you don't want to, then no hard feelings. I'll just have a search warrant. It's up to you.
But you know what's confusing me, Ted? I don't understand how, like, they picked me out. Like,
listen, I don't even care about that at this point.
I
Okay?
think that was.
I've switched gears, okay? I don't even care about that.
But I do. My life is on the line, Ted.
Right,
For
and that's
something
why
I didn't do.
Right, and that's why you should be
severe.
thanking me right now for talking to you and trying to help you out right now. Correct? You feel me?
Yeah, man.
Okay, so I'm asking you a very simple question. Do you give me consent to go on your phone or not? It's not a trick question. I'll just take that as a no, because I'm not going to sit here for another hour going in circles. So I'll just type up the circle. All right.
This ain't fair, man.
It's not even fair. Man, you should be kissing my ass right now.
But Ted, man, you gotta understand, man. When you with my so you would never do nothing like
Right.
this.
And that's why, if I was in your shoes, I'd be doing every goddamn thing I could do to help out the police to get myself from under this.
But I'm already railroaded.
How are you railroaded?
The fucking victims is lying, saying they saw me, and it was not true, man. I'm already railroaded. They know, and they had no fucking dreadlocks, man.
You're not seeing the big picture here, man. Like I tried to explain earlier, to substantiate your little alibi. I'm trying to help you out here. And I still don't even believe. Okay, I'm not saying about the carjacking. I'm just talking about how you ended up over there. I think you know that guy. You were helping that guy get rid of that car. It was probably an insurance job. That's what I think. But you don't have the freaking balls to tell me that. And I'm sitting there going on my way to try to help you, to get you out from under a carjacking. And you keep with some bullshit about some weed and some dude on the phone. Come on, man. If you want to stick with that story, then stick with it, because I don't believe it.
I'm just confused, Ted, man.
Well, you know what?
It just seems like
there's a lot going on.
There's
a lot going on, Ken, but at the end of the day, all I'm asking for is the truth. And you're giving me a little nugget here, and a whole lot of bullshit, and a little nugget there, and even more bullshit. I'm trying to get you out from under a carjacking, Ken. You understand that?
So if that was the case, they did try to do insurance job. He did.
No, don't say they. Okay, stop saying they. You guys, you're in it with them. Stop separating. You're giving me what's called a self-serving statement, Ken.
No, because I'm telling you, this is what I'm trying to tell you, Mr. Ted, that I'm not in cahoots with them or with what's going on. I did not, first and foremost, like I told you, and I'm sticking to that, I did not carjack nobody. I did not rob nobody. I didn't do none of that. Secondly, I did not know nothing about that car being taken.
Where'd you read that?
Somewhere.
Where'd you read that?
It's somewhere, but it's somewhere probably fell or something.
Huh.
But I definitely bought some weed from him, and that's being honest.
Maybe you did, maybe you didn't. I could care less. But there was more to you at that car. It doesn't make sense. When something doesn't make sense to me, Ken, guess what? It doesn't make sense. Meaning it's bullshit.
But the only reason you feel like it's bullshit is because you listening to what the other
No,
people...
I'm not. I'm not even talking about the carjacking, okay? Or the setup, whatever you want to call it. I'm talking about on Ross with you at the back of that car, moving stuff out of that car. That doesn't make sense. That's what I'm talking about. That does not make sense. That is not the truth of what was really going down over there at that car. There's more to that scene over on Ross than what you're telling me. That does not make sense. I'm not talking about the shit at the gas station. I don't even care about that. I didn't tell you earlier because I was trying to feel you out to see what you weren't going to say. I didn't think this was a legitimate carjacking from the get.
But you told me you think I did it, though.
I'm throwing shit against the wall to see where it sticks, okay? And I told you, I moved on from... I'm not even talking about that. I'm talking about you over with that car on Ross and Peerless. That doesn't make sense. You're not telling me the truth about that.
I'm just scared.
Scared? You should be... You know what you need to be scared about? People fingering you for fucking carjacking. That's what you should be scared about. I'm trying to throw you a lifeline here, Mr. Dixon. You know what? Don't you think you should be... I would much rather be scared of somehow being a part of getting rid of a stolen car, or doing an insurance job on a car, than being charged and convicted for a carjacking I didn't do. Wouldn't you agree?
Yes, sir.
Right.
Yeah, you smart.
Who's this guy? Do you know who it is or not?
Why you asking me that?
I'm just asking if you know him or not.
What make you ask me that I know him? I'm just asking.
I can't tell you everything, man.
What I'm saying, man, you want me to...
I just asked you if you know. It wasn't a trick question. Either you know the guy or you don't. It wasn't a trick question. If you know the guy, you know him. If you don't, you don't. Simple. Is there any trickery to that?
No, sir.
Right. So do you know him or not? Was that the guy that was allegedly with you last night at the car Ross? So a few minutes ago, as I was pulling up that guy's picture, you said I'm smart. What do you mean by that?
I just said because the way you put stuff together, like, you really know that really wasn't no carjacking for real, like, for you to put all that together.
What happened, man? Can we, listen, I think at this point, I think you're starting to realize that I'm actually trying to help you out, correct? And get to the real truth about this stupid shit?
But Ted, certain things, you gonna think I'm lying, but when I'm telling you like this, Ted, like, you know, okay, I probably do know a lot of people do stupid stuff or insurance jobs or whatever, but I don't do that. And I didn't carjack nobody.
I'm not talking about carjacking, okay? At some point, somebody got a hold of you over there. This whole thing about I just so happen to be. All the places for me to buy weed, I end up at a fucking vacant, blown-out house where a carjacked car is sitting, and I just so happen to buy a fucking nickel bag off some guy, and then some guy just so happens to ask me to move shit out of the fucking trunk of the car for him, and I do, and then the police show up, and here I am. Come on, man. That's stupid. I know that's not true. You know that's not true. Like I said, if you are somehow, some form, some fashion, helping somebody to get rid of a car, do an insurance job, whatever the case may be, so be it. I don't care. That's a hell of a lot less severe than a carjacking, wouldn't you think, for about the 20th time?
Look, man, call the dude for some weed, man. He sell weed. I'll sell weed. Called him up. He like, alright, meet me at this spot, but don't pull up. Just pull up across the street. I pull up across the street, go over there, buy the weed. I buy a nickel bag of weed. Give me my change. I give him a 20. He moves stuff out of his car and stuff. He is talking on the phone. That he like, man, you move this for me, man. I need you. He like, you can drop me off too. I need you to drop me off. I'm like, where at? He said over there on Houston, Whittier or something. He's still on the phone the whole time. Mm-hmm. I'm like, all right, I got you.
How long have you been buying weed from? Is it in fact out?
Yeah.
Okay, how long have you been buying weed from?
Not that long. Not that long. I just started I probably bought weed from maybe twice before. I usually go to the other place on Ross, but that place shut down.
You're buying a freaking nickel?
Yeah, that's all I needed. I don't really smoke like that. Like if you.
So anyway, whatever. Okay. So what?
And that was just to smoke with me and my girl. Like
Mom?
she don't smoke like that. I don't smoke like that.
So anyway, why is he moving shit out of the car?
Yeah, see, and that's the part I didn't get to know anything or nothing because he was on the phone the whole time. He on the phone. He keeps saying what I told you he was saying, and then after that, that's when the police showed up. And he took off.
What was he wearing?
It looked like it was like red or burgundy or it was like a It was a dark outfit, man, because it was dark outside. It was dark.
Was it an outfit like matching or?
I think it was like matching. I just remember it being. It's not burgundy or black. Something
So
like
what's O's name?
I don't know his name. I just know.
Did he indicate to you what he was doing with that car?
No, he was really on the phone.
What was he talking about on the phone?
He just kept saying something like, I got it, I got you, or something, I got you. Everything good, everything sweet. Something like that.
Do you know, without going into your phone, do you know O's number?
No. Nope.
Are you Facebook friends with O?
No, I only had met up with him only like twice at that same house to buy weed.
Is he on Facebook?
I don't know. I don't even know him like that. I just know, I only know he about that to, like I said, real dark, older. Haircut. That's all I know.
So when you say haircut, like what kind of haircut? Like a fade?
Like that.
But it ain't him?
Mm-mm. He real black. He like the color of that phone.
He's dark.
Yeah.
About how old?
I would say like 40. He older. And he never told me nothing about the vehicle. Never told me nothing. It was the whole time when I called to get some weed, cause my girl had actually just told me, and you could look at the message, that she was getting off work, and I was about to pick her up at 11. And that's just me being honest. And she worked right around the corner from there. And she know I don't, like, listen, this is being real, man. I don't twice a week, twice a month. So I don't smoke. I really, literally, honest to God, just started smoking about 4 days ago, you know. And my girl say she like when I'm high because I be laid back. I don't be mean to her. That's just being real, because when I be high, I just be up under her, just want to be like that. So she texted me, and she said, like, I want to get high. And I told her, like, no. So I'm about to start to go. I'm not smoking no more. She was like, can we just get high, just smoke one more time? I'm like, alright. Hit O. Y'all need some weed. He
Does
like,
she know O?
No.
Has she ever bought weed from O?
She don't even smoke like that. Like, she hit the blunt. She drink. That's her thing. She hit the blunt maybe 2-3 times. And then I hit the blunt 2-3 times.
So O's black male, 40, dark. What, 5'6"?
Not here.
5'6", 5'8". How much does he weigh?
I don't know all that. I know he's not mine.
Thin, fat,
He's
medium?
probably like fat, I think. And then that's how it was. So it was almost.
Was anybody with him? How long were you over there?
I was literally, like I told you, it was a split second. It wasn't even that long.
Did you call him or did he call you?
I called for some weed.
What did he say?
He said, man, I'm at the spot. He was
Did
like,
he say the spot or did he say, hey, I'm here at Moros and Peerless?
yeah, he said, I'm at the spot. That's this little spot he be at.
That specific house or that corner?
Yep, that corner right there.
That house or just around that corner?
Right up in that area. And he told me, he said, man, don't pull straight up, man. Go park across the street or on the side. I'm like, alright. I do that. I walk across the street, give him the 20. But the whole time he's on the phone, he's like, alright, I got you in a minute, man. And he in the car. He's in the car. And I'm just standing there like this first. Standing there. He popped the trunk. He like, hey man, he give me the little 5 bag. He give me my change, like 5 singles. Put the money in my back. He's doing something. He like, hey man, if you don't mind, I need you to shoot me on Whittier. You know, you grab this, put this, and he talking like, yeah, everything good, everything's sweet. It's sweet, man, everything is sweet.
Were you under the impression that the shit he was taking out of the car, he was going to take with him?
No, he was putting it, because like I told you, this is a spot, so he was putting it, like, right and over here somewhere, right. I don't know.
Like so on the porch or whatever.
Yeah, like, and he asked me, he like, man, go ahead, can you put that on the porch for me? And he's still in the car, just like this, but by the time the police come, he's in the driver door like this. Like, yeah, bro, doing something. But he's in the driver thing. And by that time, when I put the box right there, I'm coming back, going towards, like, this way, like the car right here. As soon as I do like this, I just see a car pull up. And they say something like, come here or something. Oh, it's right there still at the, he's still in the driver. So I guess they didn't see him because like I said, it was a bush right here. So O takes off. When he runs, I just jump, move the box over, and just hid right here. This was like this. Everything I told you, that was the truth from right there. When I hid, I'm looking, I don't see nobody. I just walk off the porch like this.
Which, where you at here? What's your cell number?
I don't know it by heart. I honestly don't know it by heart.
Figure that out. So back to the phone. I obviously have to get in your phone and go to your phone. You give me consent, or you want me to type up the search warrant for it?
I'd probably say search one because I don't know if I'm supposed to do that or not.
No, I mean, here's the deal. And again, I mean, I'm not trying to trick you or, you know, pressure you or coerce you, but if you tell me the truth and you have nothing to hide, then why would you cooperate?
No, I am cool. I just told you the truth.
But, and again, so the phone thing, you know, it's gonna move this process along much quicker if I can just get in your phone and go through and get the shit I want to get and see, you know, see what I can see. But I mean, if not, then no.
Well, can you grab my phone?
Yeah, they're back here fucking with it now. I'll get it in a minute. Well, I'll pull you back out in the morning. I've got to come back now. So.
Why you say that?
Well, because my original intention, I was just going to come in here, type up a quick warrant for carjacking, and send it to the prosecutor's office and get you charged with carjacking on Monday. You feel me? But no, I'm the dumbass who listens to people and knows when something's going on or something's not, and I'm trying to give you the benefit of the doubt here.
But Ted, and I understand, I respect that, Ted. That's, you know what I'm saying, you're a good guy. But it's just certain stuff that I honestly don't know. Like, I can tell it was probably something going on. Everybody knows, you know, it's Detroit. But I don't know the whole cahoots. I know I didn't carjack nobody. I know that for
a fact. You know any of those people?
No, I don't know them like that. I literally just met them. I usually buy weed down on the other part of Maross. You know what I'm saying? Or at McKinney. But I only just started smoking. And you know how you go somewhere and somebody be like, do this. Oh, you need that? No, I'm straight. Well, take my number down. Alright. And call them maybe twice on weed before. My girl says she like when I smoke because I be laid back. I don't be mean to her. Or I don't be want to go out and mess with other females. I just want to lay up under her. So she was like, baby, can we smoke? You would probably see the text message in her. She was like, baby, can we smoke and drink? And I was like, alright, baby. And I think the last thing I said was, I love you.
Right. Who's your cell phone provider? Not a trick question, man.
It's between Metro or what is it? Metro. I think it's Metro.
Alright.
I'm not sure though. I think it's Metro.
Alright, I'm going to bring you back to cell and do a little more work here and some stuff. It's 11:25.
So what do you plan on charging me with, Mr. Ted?
I told you, I don't charge you with anything. Okay?
I'm saying, what are you planning on sending to the prosecutor?
The facts. That's all I can do is send facts down, okay? And like I said, that's why I'm trying to get additional information so I can weed through what really did and what didn't happen here. You feel me?
But do you believe me when I say I didn't carjack anybody, Ted?
It doesn't matter what I believe or what I don't believe, okay? It's what can be proven in court of law. Do I think there's more going on here than what meets the eye? Absolutely. Am I giving you the benefit of the doubt? Absolutely. So you gotta, you know, I can't say really too much more than that. But, you know, if I wasn't trying to, you know, get to the bottom of this.
And I see you are.
You know, I wouldn't be talking to you right now.
I understand, because you could have just said, fuck this dude.
Yeah, I could have. I really could have.
Type it whether he did it or not.
You'd be in prison.
Yeah.
Right? So.
But I feel like, I think you know that I didn't do it.
You know, listen, I'm not going to sit there and, you know, and stroke you and tell you I don't think you did it or you did do it. I mean, that's not for me to say. Okay? I think there's more to this case in its totality than what was reported. And I'm going to leave it at that. Okay?
But let me say this. Look, Ted, if I'm
Kill me,
telling,
man.
Look, if I'm telling you the truth, like everything I just said was the truth. You know what I'm saying?
What are you hiding? What are you hiding in your phone you don't want me to see?
It's not nothing that I'm hiding. I'm not hiding nothing.
Okay.
Everything I told you is nothing that I'm hiding.
All right.
I just, my only thing, is, I just feel like y'all want somebody. And if y'all not gonna get the person that really did it, y'all gonna just try to vote me.
Nah, that's the way I roll.
Because
some people might do that, but
that's how people do it. We gonna get something.
You know what? I'm a human, you know what, and I have a conscience. I'm not gonna do that to you or anybody else because I couldn't live with myself. I couldn't sleep at night because of that. Because I do care about human beings, and I'm not about to screw somebody over just so I can close the case out. If I got the guy and I know he did it, then game over. But if not, then we're gonna sift through some shit and figure it out who did it, who did do it. That's just me. Some other guys may not be that way, but I'm not about to send somebody to prison for something they didn't do. That's not fair to life. So, anywho, let's.
I'm already in mad trouble because even if y'all throw this out or anything, nah.
You know what? That's on you, man. Right? Because guess what? You're over there buying weed that you're not supposed to be doing. Right? So come on. I mean, don't sit there and make excuses. Right? I didn't put you in this position. You put yourself in this position. Regardless of what you didn't do or what you did do. Right? I mean, granted, it's a nickel bag I don't give a shit about. But, right?
You just gotta understand where I'm coming from, though, Ted. Like, if you know you didn't do something, Ted, you know you didn't do it, and then you know that at the end of the day, it's your job to make sure somebody go down for this.
Listen, I'm not going to sit there and repeat myself, okay? I explained to you my position. I'm not going to sit there and say it again.
Yeah, I know that's you, though, Ted.
Right. Well, I'm the one in charge of this case. That's the only thing you need to be worried about right now, okay? There's nobody in this place higher than me, okay? I'm in charge of this case. There's nobody in this department that's going to be able to order me to tell you to charge you with carjacking. Okay? I'm going home. I'll be back in the morning. We'll touch base.
Thanks, too, Ted.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Do you know, like, when I'll be able to...
If you guys got to this point, I would like to thank you. I hope you guys enjoyed part 1. Within 24 hours, expect part 2. I might even drop it tonight. Dixon had more than 24 hours in his cell. He spoke to the detectives at first on Saturday. Sunday, he went home. He didn't come in till Monday. He had much more to say. Be on the lookout for that. With that being said, we do want to take the time to say once again, rest in peace to star Keisha Thompson. Love and condolences to her family. Make sure you guys like and comment and subscribe. Let me know how you guys feel about this one, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.